much does it cost to get a lawyer for a divorce case in Michigan? Well, my name is Goldman. I'm the director and founder of Goldman and Associates. Our firm has a primary focus on family law issues here in the state of Michigan. And today we're going to continue our video series designed to educate and inform the public. So please subscribe to our channel. How much does it cost to get a divorce in Michigan, get a lawyer in Michigan? It's a very, very good question, but it's a broad question. It's like asking a builder, well, how much does a house cost in Michigan? It's going to depend on how big a house, how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, et cetera, et cetera. Well, divorce is the same way. Contested cases where the parties are fighting about stuff is going to cost more. Non-contested is going to cost less. The least expensive case is probably one where there's a very short-term marriage with no children, no assets, no liabilities. You have two 21-year-old kids who have no children of their own, and between the two of them, they have two blenders and a beanbag. That's a very, very inexpensive divorce, but most cases aren't like that. Most cases do involve property and custody and parenting time and child support, and they're going to cost more than the other cases. And they're more likely than not going to be flat fees. They're all going to be hourly. Every single minute that's devoted to that client, to that case, is going to be calculated at the hourly rate. So 30 minutes is going to be half of the hourly rate. If the hourly rate is $400, 30 minutes is $200, just to give an example. Every case is going to require that a retainer be put in place. The retainer is not the full amount of the case. The retainer is just an amount of money. It's like a deposit just to get it going. The retainer is going to be somewhere, every firm is different, somewhere between maybe $3,000 and $6,000 for an average case. Now, what does that mean? How far is that going to get you? Well, it probably will get you through the initial meetings, initial strategy sessions, initial filings with the court. That's probably how far it'll get you, but it's not going to get you to the end. And I laugh when I read posts from clients who say stuff like, well, I paid my lawyer and now it's costing me more and we haven't even been to court yet. It shows a total lack of understanding of how the process works. It's really not the client's fault, because if the client asked and the lawyer didn't answer the question, that's the lawyer's fault. The lawyer should have told them, look, these are the stages of the case. You're going to have a filing stage. There's going to be a response. There's going to be a discovery stage. There's going to be a mediation stage. The court's going to try and do a settlement conference, and then there's going to be a trial. And each one of those is a different stage, and there are different costs associated with each stage. The retainer may get you into the middle of stage one. It's not going to bring you over the finish line. So if you think that you paid somebody $3,000 or $3,500 and you're wondering why you're getting a second bill, if you read the bill, you'll see most lawyers use one of several billing programs that itemize every single item. And you'll see, emails, 0.3, a meeting with the court maybe is 1.5. You'll see the different amount of time spent on the line by line item, and then you'll know. But understand this. In most cases, and that's like 99 out of 100, your case will not likely resolve within the boundaries of the deposit. There's going to be more money spent. So if you're going into this thinking, well, I put $3,000 together for my divorce lawyer and that'll do it. No, it won't. It won't. And you should ask, and you should read the retainer agreement, because no doubt that retainer agreement says this is not a flat fee. This is an hourly agreement, and it's costing you a certain amount of money per hour. And for each hour that you use, you're expected to pay. And if you don't pay, you're going to lose your lawyer. So you really need to have a good understanding about that. And once you have that understanding, then you'll be able to know, okay, if I call my lawyer, every time I call him, it's running me, a certain amount of money. So let me call him once. Tell him all three things at once rather than multiple calls. Let me only call him when it's absolutely crucial. If I want to complain about my wife, let me go to a bartender instead of my lawyer, because the bartender is free for the cost of the coke, and the lawyer is going to charge me hourly rates. So this is how you should think about it, but you need to know. And your retainer agreement, it's like a game, and these are the rules of the game, and you have to play by the rules, and your lawyer has to play by the rules. He's going to provide that service you're going to pay for. And if either one of them doesn't follow the rules, the relationship breaks down and it can't continue. In telling you this, I wanted to give you an idea of what you can expect in the way of your financial relationship with the law firm that you hire for divorce in the state of Michigan. If you have any questions about that, reach out and we'll be glad to help you out.
248-58